We have incredible, poignant, and purposeful breaking news for you. Kamala Harris and her team have just put out perhaps the greatest political ad of all time, and it is absolutely something you have to see. And I'm going to get to that in just a few seconds. But this one for me is personal. I'm not as old as Donald Trump. I'm not that far off, but I'm not as old. But I grew up in the rural South, and I am a white male. I also am someone who took child psychology. And oftentimes we like to point to school or teachers or the movies as the reason why kids have some degree of vile bigotry, racism, or hate in their soul. And I am sharing with you, we learn it between age 3 and age 7 in the house. And this breaking story with her ad is absolute genius. But before we get there, I'm going to show it in just a few seconds. Let's take a step back and remember exactly the reason for the ad because of what kind of person Donald Trump actually is.
We are not all created equal, at least not if you are born in, as the president put it, a shithole country like Haiti or El Salvador or several countries in Africa. You are not, by the president's stated thinking, equal to someone born in Norway. Just to remind you, the president said what he said inside the Oval Office yesterday at a meeting with Republican and Democratic lawmakers on a possible immigration deal. That's what a source familiar with it tells CNN. It is what several sources tell the Washington Post, which broke the story, and it is what two participants, one a Democrat and one a Republican, confirmed. The president said, according to our source, Haitians. Why do we need more Haitians? Take them out, meaning take them out of the immigration deal. And again, with apologies for the language, he also reportedly said, why are we having all these people from shithole countries come here?
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists.
It is clips like those, which is why we have the breaking story we have today, because those are the words out of Donald Trump's mouth. He can't deny he said it, and in so many ways, he's actually proud of it. And that's why this breaking story, the ad from the Harris campaign they just dropped, is so imperative to watch.
Kamala is mentally impaired. Joe Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible. They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions and
thin air. I'm repeating them because my constituents are saying these things are happening. I mean,
but there's
just
no
yesterday,
evidence.
A video came out of a migrant 30 miles away eating a cat. Clearly, these rumors are out there because constituents are seeing it with their own eyes, and some of them are talking about it. Now, look, we also have to talk about
that here, in this country, anything is possible, that nothing is out of reach. An America where we care for one another, look out for one another, and recognize that we have so much more in common than what separates us.
Just absolutely brilliant. I grew up in a single parent household, just a mom and just a sister, no father, no brother. I grew up in a very racist part of this country at a very, very racist time in history. And I'm sharing with you that sums up every reason why, regardless of policy, I could never vote for this man. And let's not forget, Donald Trump also denigrated Jean Carroll and then made fun of another woman that accused him of groping her. Just be reminded of this guy here.
But in a new interview with The Hill newspaper, President Trump insists Carroll is totally lying. I don't know anything about her, adding, she's not my type.
I am so glad I am not his type.
It's not the first time Mr. Trump has tried to use his accuser's looks as a defense.
She is a liar.
Here's what he said about a woman who claimed he groped her on a plane.
She would not be my first choice, that I can tell you.
Yeah. There's honestly not much else to say other than listen to Barack Obama. Don't boo. Vote.